Hello, everyone. Hello, my beautiful femmies. How are you doing? How are you feeling, first of all? Let's talk about what's been going on right now. Okay. And I'm not just talking about the YouTube world and the celebrity world and the world. I'm talking about celestial energies. Okay. And today is the supercharged super blue moon in Pisces. But wait, there's more. We've got 7, yes, 7 planets retrograde. Plus, we're feeling this energy. Now, do you guys wonder why there is so much craziness and a lot of falling out and fights out there happening right now? It's a mess. It's a mess. People's feelings are a mess right now. And I'm sure you guys can relate because I'm all over the place too. Luckily it's not that bad for me, but I do feel it. I do feel the craziness, the wildness, the scatterbrainness, if you will. But before we go on, I want to say hello to my beautiful femmies and the chat and everyone who's here. Aussie Walks, hello, hello, and you're still up? Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry you couldn't see the moon over there. But thanks for joining us. Thank you for keeping us company here and for being part of our family. I love this is what I love about YouTube, and what I love about what I do is how we can connect, and I can connect with people from all over the world, from everyone. I just love listening to your stories, and I love getting to know your cultures and the different cultures out there. It's just so great because since the big C, I haven't been traveling a lot and I really miss it. But thank God we've got YouTube, right? Hello to my beautiful mods, of course. Give them a shout out, a big shout out to Isa and Gabby. Just give them some love, you guys, because they are incredible. They're wonderful. I'm blessed. What else can I say? I'm blessed. Absolutely. And let me just say that Gabby is she lives in Paris, she lives in France, and Isa lives in Sweden. So see how international we are and how connected we are. All right. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Gabby. So guys, before we start, if you can hit the like button, I mean, if you do it now, then you won't forget later. And also, if you're watching this, if you're the replay crew, please just leave a comment down below, whatever it is, if it's a cue, whatever you like, or if you want to comment on what you're seeing, because it does really help the algorithm. And the algorithm has been a pain lately. YouTube has been acting up, and you've been hearing this a lot on and off from different content creators, I'm sure. But honestly, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Like, YouTube, help us out here. Help us out. I've been doing this for 4 years. I just need a little bit of a boost here. Maddie's in the house. Hello, beautiful. Let's see who else is here. Thank you for bringing this up, Maddie. Right, so because I recorded the videos during retrograde, I should have done them before, but as you know, I posted in the community tab that we had wildfires near where we lived. It was crazy, it was chaotic, and it really affected me emotionally, right? Because I have a terribly soft spot for animals and pets, and of course humans, but I have a soft spot for animals. And because I work with different shelters and I do a lot of a lot of charity work and rescue stuff for the animals here in Greece, this was devastating. Okay, this was absolutely devastating. So I just needed a little bit of a time out from social media, from everything. I just didn't want to read the news or watch the news for that matter. I just wanted out, and I just did whatever I could to help my peers and to help animals silently, quietly, on the down low, because that's true, in my opinion. That's true philanthropy, or that's really true charity, when you do things and you don't shout it out to people and you're like, well, look at me, look at this and that. No, but by all means, of course, it's all right to like promote what you do. Any good deed doesn't get unnoticed, right? And it can, and you never know, it might influence someone to just follow your steps. But just generally, I just keep this, because it's like, when you're busy, rescuing animals or helping people or helping animals, I don't like holding my phone and recording and talking about it. Just saying. But where was I going with this? Right. As I said, scatterbrain with everything that's going on. Right. So I did post the signs, right, for September. And the issue here is the day I started recording them, because I said I'm going to do, one day I'm going to do 6 of the signs, the next day I was going to do the other 6 of the signs, the rest of the signs. But there was a problem with my mic, all right? And I didn't realize after I recorded. So I just recorded, bam, 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 bam. And then I just went on to edit. And then I realized that there is a sound issue. So I apologize. I Googled, I tried to find some software where I can, free software, because I don't want to pay for another software, an app. I have enough to fix the problem. I tried switching things up. It didn't really work. I thought, okay, I'm really sorry. Maybe you should put the subtitles on. Maybe that will help, or the headphones, because the sound goes in and out. So I apologize. So from Aries to Leo, unfortunately, the sound is not great. I still hope you can watch the videos, at least get the overall feeling and theme and energy around what's going to happen for you in September. But I really apologize. I could re-record, which I'm thinking of re-recording those signs, but there were such great readings and such amazing things came up that I'm like, oh, should I or shouldn't I? Just let me know, you guys, what you think. But Virgo to Pisces, it's perfect. It's fine. That was the next day. And I had to re-record actually Virgo, because Virgo, I hadn't edited by that point. And I'm like, okay, since it's still raw and it's not really, the sound's not really good, I said I would re-record that. So I did re-record Virgo. Right. So I'm really sorry about that. Happy full moon day in Pisces. Pisces, how are you feeling? If you're a Pisces, drop your Pisces sign down in the chat. Let us know. But how are you guys? Seriously, how are you feeling? Because I got a lot of people reached out to me and they're like, what is going on with this moon? I'm feeling super emotional. Some of them got sick. Others said that they were crying, that they can't stop crying, that has brought up these feelings, especially things from the past. So I'm curious how you guys are feeling. Maddie says the Virgo one was right on for me. Tower recently. There were really, really good readings, actually. They were incredible. But retrograde, Mercury, and not just Mercury, we have 7 planets retrograde, and I'll get to that in a minute. Let's see what everyone is saying. Thank you, Issa. TJ says, I hope everyone's having a good day so far. I hope so. Hope so. See, everyone is saying that the energy is wild. So let's see. Hi, Lana. Jesus is in the house. Hello, hello. Let's see how everyone is. We've got a new subscriber. Hello and welcome to the family. Hi, Scotland. Love this. See how we're all connected from different parts of the world. I love it. I love it, you guys. Let's see, astrologers say the energy in September will be a feeling of drowning, the water element, the water. And then we've got Jupiter as well. That's still retrograde. There's just a lot. I'll give you the dates in a minute. Hi, and thank you for subscribing from Steph. I love Steph. And for those of you who don't know, I am doing a collaboration with Steph, the Ultra Nerd, over on her channel on Tuesdays, where we do Royal Tarot and we read around what is happening in the royal family, and especially with Harry and Meghan. So if you're interested in all that, please head on over to Steph's channel. Just give a like, just comment down below in one of our videos. Just let her know that you're a Femmie. So I absolutely love Steph. She's wonderful, and she's so good at what she does, you guys. She's so super professional and good. Let's see. Aussie Walk says the algorithm has been punishing for a long while now. It has, and it's not fair, because we do follow that. Like, especially me, my channel, I follow the rules. Okay, I do follow the rules. I've only gotten like a couple of copyright strikes, and that was because I created some kind of intro where I used music that I shouldn't have, and fine, fair enough, you know, and then I just muted the music and everything was fine. But I don't know. Let's not complain today. Another Aussie in the house. Hello, Cloudy Australia. Oh no. Oh, I see you guys. Yeah, always check your rising and your moon signs when you're when you're watching these videos, because maybe parts of one video, like of your sun sign, might resonate, and then other parts from your like rising or moon. And then if you take all of them together, it just forms a more complete reading for you. The thing is, because these are general readings, it can't apply for all of you. Okay, that's why I stayed on the videos. Take it as you will and take it as it resonates. Let's see. Hi, Mylene, my darling. I haven't seen you in a while. One of my manifestations came true. I'm going to Japan. Congrats. Absolutely love that for you, Mylene. Congratulations. I want to go to Japan too. I want to go. We're thinking of going next year with my daughter. It's going to be a girls' trip. Did I say daughter? Did I say New Jersey style? That's the thing about my accent, okay? I wasn't born in England, but I lived there half my life, right? And I went to English school. And then because we moved around a lot, I went to international schools. So although predominantly my accent is English, I pick up other people's accents. And I confuse everyone, because people are like, are you South African? Are you American? Are you Canadian? I get that a lot. Are you Canadian? Like, none of the above. None of the above. It's just that my accent changes, because especially now I have a lot of American clients. And as you know, I have a lot of American friends. And the funny thing is, like, when we start our banter and we start talking, and then I start picking up this American twang and start speaking American, if you will. So if my accent's confusing you, that's why. And then when I go back to England or when I talk to family, it goes completely British. So yeah, one of those things, one of my quirks, I guess. Let's go. Okay, that's a good idea. You can read the transcripts for the readings. Yes, good idea. Right. So let's see. I can't follow everyone. There's a lot in the chat. So Florida, I heard about that. Are you okay? Are you safe? I heard there's a hurricane and there are floodings right now. A lot of people are out of power. It's just out of water. It's just a mess right now. But you know, guys, what? I had warned you months ago that this was going to happen. I saw the element of fire and water, and especially with Jupiter being retrograde, there's very much that element of water. Okay, we all feel it. We all see it. Anything that has to do, and it all started. Think about the Titan, the submersible. It all started. It happened at the beginning of the retrograde of Jupiter. That accident. So we're going to see that. And Jupiter, I have my notes here. So Jupiter is going to be retrograde until the end of the year, until the last day of the year. So, oh God. Thank you, Smaragda. Thank you so much. Smaragda, that's a Greek name, right? Are you half Greek? Do you have Greek roots, or am I way off? Let's see. James, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you, my darling? Dr. Jekyll, he's a Taurus. Yeah, I mean, we know. Okay, this is a couple. I'm not going to say anything, Jim, but I mean, they bicker like any aqua with a Taurus, because Taurus is notoriously ground Aquarians, right? And an aqua is a free spirit. Doesn't like to be tied down, doesn't like to be told what to do. Tauruses, they're very set in their own ways. So, but he loves you, Jim. You love each other, you guys. All right, you guys. So let's talk a little bit about, so I hope I'm not missing anything in the chat. Oh, Smaragda, you are 100% Greek. I'm half. So my mom is half. So half British, half Greek, and I live in Greece. So there you go. So I'm like, Smaragda, that's a really Greek name. And you're an aqua too? Girl, we're sisters. Love it. All right. And so we have a lot of Tauruses in the house, because I see Sidium is also a Taurus. I want to say that Tauruses and Aquas get along really well. Look at me and Campfire, for instance. We just get along perfectly. My son's also Taurus. I have another very good friend of mine who's a Taurus. The thing is, in a relationship, it's just, and I'm not talking about Jim's relationship, but in a relationship, it can be a little bit of this, power play a little bit, because Tauruses, they're set in their own ways. They like they like to feel comfortable. They're homebodies. Aquas are the opposite. They're a bit chaotic. They're not really homebodies. They're like free spirits. They're out there. So that can be a little bit challenging, but it doesn't mean that they're not compatible. See, Sage Moon agrees. Stubborn Taurus. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tauruses can be very, very stubborn. That's for sure. I mean, you know what? I have a son who's Taurus, and I cannot win an argument. I just can't, and I do that. And sometimes I do this where I'm like, I dismiss him. I don't dismiss him, but because I can't win the arguments because he's so smart, and then he won't let go. I'll just dismiss what he says because I don't know what else to say. I know I'm not going to win the argument, but on the other hand, I don't want to give a 9-year-old all the power where he realizes that, aha, I know how to get my mom to do stuff for me. No. So that's tricky. That's tricky. He's totally, absolutely. Absolutely. He's very chill and fun, like a lot of Tauruses, you guys. Aqua Sun, Taurus, Moon. Perfect. A good combo. Very good combo. Right, you guys. So just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up what's going on with those 7 planets in retrograde, because we've been feeling it. And if you haven't been experiencing anything personally, good for you. Lucky you. I hope it stays that way. But I'm sure you'll be noticing that around you, it's going crazy. So let's see, YouTube world or podcasting world or YouTube creator world or celebrities and couples. You see couples are breaking up, divorcing right now, splitting up, distancing themselves from each other. Then you've got drama and stuff going on YouTube, and I'm not going to get into that at all. But it's an indication what we're seeing, and especially when Mercury just went retrograde. It's retrograde. What it does is because it moves so slow that the energy seems like it's going backwards. This is what retrograde means. This applies for all the channels, for all the planets, right? But the thing about it is that because the energy seems to be going backwards, this is exactly what we're doing. Sometimes we go back to something either for us to get that confirmation that we did the right thing to move away from it, or from distancing ourselves away from something. You know what I mean? I can't express myself today. All right. Which is why, I mean, the running joke when it comes to Mercury retrograde is don't text your ex. Don't text your ex during retrograde. Why? Because it's not going to go well, because you'll probably sleep together, you'll probably go on a date, something will happen, and then boom, you'll be disappointed again. And that will be the finality. That will be the final, closure as well. So what we're seeing now and people falling out, like a huge example is because I do watch, not religiously, but like Heather McDonald, for instance, and Justin Martindale. And then there was the whole Heather and Megan, and this has surfaced again, for instance. So you can see how this is going. And the reason why is when there is past resentment or unresolved issues from the past, Mercury goes retrograde and you can't avoid it. It will just come. It will just come to you. It will come and it will be in your face and it will ask you to do something about it. The best thing is to walk away from it, right? To just be the bigger person and say, I'm not going to go back to my ex. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to argue with this person, even though they hurt me, even they did things to me. I'm not going to respond to my ex, to his rage text or whatever it is. I'll be the bigger person. But it's not always easy because we've got emotions, right? And we are experiencing retrograde along with this other person or these other people. So it's hard to control your emotions. And especially now around this supercharged blue moon. So don't be surprised if more stuff is going to happen. We find out about more drama and more things coming out in the next few days, because as you know, the effect of the full moon usually starts about 3 to 4 days before the actual full moon, and it ends 3 to 4 days after the full moon. So today is the 30th. Tomorrow's the 31st. So on the 2nd of September, for instance, things will start feeling different. We won't be feeling the effect of the blue moon. Let's see what you guys are saying. Don't text. And not just that, it's not because of Mercury, because we've also got Venus, who is retrograde at the moment until the 4th of September. And be careful. Just saying, just careful what you do, what you say, and who you do it to. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Yeah, everyone's saying that they've been seeing and noticing drama every day for the past 3 weeks. That's crazy. I can't keep up, you guys. It's too much. When there's time, 2 years ago, changed my birthday. Long story, very good reason. So I went from a Capricorn to Aquarius. So which reading should I? Your birthday is your birthday. So the day you were born. That's why I always say on here that sometimes when I look at celebrities' birthdays, I'm like, I don't know if this is 100% accurate because they can change the date. But no, you look at the date that you came into this world. That's your sign. Hope that helps. No, don't combine both, because since you changed it for personal reasons, you have nothing, there's nothing, that doesn't, your blueprint is your natal chart, and that is formed the moment you were born. So you have to check on that. Check the date. Okay, so your sign, your original sign, and then if you know your time of birth and obviously the place of birth, then go online and check your natal chart and find out where, for instance, your rising and your moon are. And then when you watch these types of videos, then the best thing is to really to watch your moon signs, because your moon is your emotional world. This is who you really truly are in your deepest core. So the moon, but sometimes the rising can resonate more than the moon or the sun. So depends. For me, I always check my moon first and not my sun sign. Hope that answered your question. Ronnie Jean says, stubborn big eaters. I know, you snack, you need food. You need to have access to food at all times, because otherwise, when you start getting hangry, you're impossible, Tauruses. I'm not specifically talking about you, but you can become really impossible when you start getting hungry and there's no access to food or snacks. I used to take snacks with me everywhere when my son was younger because, oh my God, the tantrums. So I learned my lesson. I know. All right, you guys. So let's look at the planets that are retrograde before we start with the full moon. And then we'll get to some lightning readings. Since it's the full moon, I thought this is a great opportunity to do quick one question lightning readings. And these are going to be one question readings, but I haven't decided. Maybe you guys can tell me what you want, whether they should be just general readings for you, or whether you want me to do like a lightning reading for the signs. But I think that's going to take too long because we've got 12 signs. So I think it would be best if just have you guys call in, or just drop your question down below, and then I do some readings. Right. So as I said, Venus is retrograde till the 4th of September. So not long left until that's done. And then you can, well, after Mercury goes direct, then you can text whoever you want. Okay. Mercury is till the 16th. So we have another 2 weeks. Mercury always goes retrograde about 3 weeks. So every 3 months for 3 weeks. Basically, that's how it works. Jupiter, until the end of the, you know what? I'm going to put up here so you guys can see. Oh, and before to that, I just want to drop this. If you guys want to book a private reading with me, then you can head on over to my website and check out the services, my fees, and you can use the booking form over there. But what I wanted to do is, let's have a quick look. Okay, so let's start with Venus. Just a quick cheat sheet, if you want, for those of you who are complete beginners in astrology and you don't understand the planets, for instance, and what that means when it comes to retrograde and direct. Retrograde is when the energy goes backwards or slows down to a point where it feels like everything is going backwards. So Venus, hold on, you guys, let me just take that out of the way. Right, so Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and pleasure. It is basically relationships, right, and aesthetic preferences. So what does that mean? When Venus is retrograde, there are several things that we don't do, or several things will happen. Relationships that haven't been working, or relationships that have been on the edge a little bit. Usually during Venus retrograde, that's when things come to a head, and where usually couples decide that, you know what, it's not working out, we can't do this anymore, let's, each take our own way, go our own way. So that's what it means. So when a planet goes retrograde, it means the energy changes, and it's just like in tarot. You've probably heard, like, I don't read reversals because I read intuitively. I don't even need the tarot usually, but I think they're great. I love them. I love tarot, and I also think it's great for whomever I'm reading, for whomever I'm reading. And for clients or for YouTube, that's nice to see as well what I'm talking about as well. You can see the images, etc. So just like in tarot, you have the upright card, all right? And then you've got the reversal card, which the reversal card, for those who read reversals, means this is, so let me grab another, an easier. So 10 of Swords, for instance, it's painful ending, it's bad. This is literally, for me, this is literally the death card. So people are afraid of the death card when it comes up, but actually this, in combination with other cards, and what comes through is death, because it is the death of something. Okay, it doesn't mean the death of whomever I'm reading, but it is a very painful and very an ending that it's irreversible, basically. Okay. So, but when it comes up in reversal, it means that something that was supposed to end badly actually there might be a chance. Okay, things might work out. Things might be that you take control of your ending, and then you just take control of the narrative of the situation, and you come on top of it. So it's the opposite meaning of the upright, pretty much same, just in layman's terms. Same applies with planets. Okay, Mercury, let's go to Mercury, which is retrograde right now. This is communication, learning, thinking processes, and how we express ourselves. It also represents traveling. So that's why during Mercury retrograde, it's always good to make sure you save everything, make sure you double check your emails before you send them. There's going to be miscommunication, blackouts, power outages, travel disruptions, like the whole 9 yards. Okay, so that's why. And during, I forgot to also mention regarding Venus, sorry, I'll keep jumping back, but with Venus, something else. During Venus retrograde, it's good not to do any plastic surgery or do any changes to your appearance whatsoever. Yes, you can. And during Mercury retrograde, you should avoid elective surgery as well. So basically, this is not the time to have elective surgery or cosmetic surgery, because most likely the results are not going to be what you expected. You might end up being very, very disappointed. Then we have Jupiter, who is retrograde until the end of the year, the 31st of December. This is about expansion, growth, our belief systems, optimism, and luck. And it means that right now, luck is not with us. Okay. Things, instead of expanding, they're kind of like imploding. There's a lot of that implosion. As I said, it rules water as well. It affects a lot the seas, traveling by sea. Here in Greece, we've had a lot of cases of drownings, for instance, which is sad, because a lot of these cases have been kids. But you expect these things when Jupiter is retrograde. Then we have Saturn, who is retrograde until the 4th of November. Restriction, discipline, responsibility, our fears, limitations, and authority figures. So it's been quiet in the political front, but we've been feeling that things are brewing, for instance. I also feel that as soon as it starts going direct, Jupiter on, not Jupiter, Saturn, on the 4th of November, don't be surprised if we've got some kind of scandal or news, shocking news around church leaders, church pastors, etc., right? Or politicians as well, including politicians. Things are happening behind the scenes that we are not aware of. Maybe we do have an indication of what's going on, but it's all going to come crashing. It will crash and burn November once the planet starts stationing and going direct again. Then we have Uranus rules Aquarius until the 27th of January. Oh, Lord. Okay, this is right after my birthday. Innovation, rebellion, and individuality. It's our urge for freedom, progress, and change. That's why we're going to see a lot more activism, or we are seeing a lot more activism these days. A lot about the LGBTQIA community. A lot of conversations around transphobia, for instance. So these topics are now big, right? They're hot, but it brings a lot of debate and a lot of aggressive discussions and conversations around these topics. And that will be until yeah, until next year, until end of January next year. So, and then we've got Neptune until the 6th of December. This has to do with imagination, spirituality, and illusion. It's a sort of conscious mind. We are expanding. So right now, a lot more people are connecting more to spirituality and their higher self and their own belief system. So this is really positive, what is coming out of this, that a lot more people are starting to find answers elsewhere, not just through, let's say, mainstream media or through as I said before, like their church or their spiritual leader. So it's just people are expanding more their mind and they are trying to make sense, because more and more people are now realizing and they're now feeling and seeing that we are energy, that there is a lot more out there. This is not necessarily that's it, this is not it. There's more. There's layers and layers, and there's a lot more. And of course, the whole alien discussion in Congress has opened up that box, right? It has opened up. Can you imagine 5 or 6 years ago, if that happened, how people would have reacted, what the overall feeling and reaction would have been? Now people are like, okay, whatever. There are aliens. Yeah, sure. Okay, I believe there are aliens. Whatever. When are they coming? They're late. They're late. I put up some cookies and and some milk for them. This is the attitude now. Why? Because we are now not afraid of the unknown, because we realize there are so many things that are unknown, especially when you live in a little box, when you live boxed in because of how we were all taught, what we were taught, how we were taught, the constraints of society, our own belief system. It's just, it's the rhetoric that we've been sort of brainwashed with. There's just so much, and now we're just coming out of it. More and more people are coming out of it and expanding their mind and soul. And I just couldn't be happier, to be honest. Pluto, then we have the planet of, well, death, rebirth, imagination, spirituality, and illusion. And it is, to Aquarius's relief, it is retrograde right now until the 22nd of October, but it enters Aquarius on the 22nd, so in 2 months. And honestly, we don't, and it's going to stay there for years, for many, many years. And the issue is it's in Aquarius. It's entering Aquarius again, and it's going to enter with a big bang. And not even no one can really predict what that means 100%, but it's definitely going to bring major, major, major changes. And as I said before, it's really going to open people's minds. It's going to expand and open people's minds even further when it ends there. And of course, there's going to be a lot of shocking news out, a lot of things that we will find out. Death as well, like shocking deaths and shocking events. But let's wait and see, okay? Let's all wait and see what that means and what that'll bring. So that's it with the planets and the retrogrades right now. So I hope I'm not missing anything from the chat. What is Maddie saying? Oh, the Maui fire. Yeah, right. It is happening so fast. I have so many lies. You know what? Yeah. Everyone is talking about it now. Everyone is more accepting of it. And I think this is part of this agenda that they have, where they're like, okay, now's the time. Okay, let's ease them in. Let's ease them in. Whether you believe in aliens or not, it's and when I mean aliens, I mean like the whites, the grays, all the different sort of kinds of aliens. It's fine, but just one thing, the universe is huge. You're very ignorant if you think that we're the only life form out there. We're not. Just because our galaxy, our galaxy does not have well, as far as humans know, that they haven't encountered any other life forms doesn't mean that there aren't any. So, but I have a whole, there's a whole thing about aliens that I want to discuss at some point, and maybe I'll do it for members live, because forget about science fiction, forget about the movies, forget about what they've told you. I have a different, I see it differently. And I've been shown some things as well from my guides and spirit. But all right, you guys. So let me see. Aussie Walk says, I heard that movie T was a way for us to start thinking of aliens as normal. The beginning of easing us into it. They've been easing us into it for years and years and years, even before ET. But there was, I remember in the 80s, Spielberg was so into these whole, remember, what was it, the other one? Close Contact? The other one that Spielberg did, and then there was ET, and there were so many other movies. Remember Alfie? No, what was the name? Alf. Or Alf. I think his name was Alf. But anyways, it was like a comedy sitcom, and there was this little alien who was terribly cute. He must have been notorious because he loved his snacks. So I mean, they've been easing us into this. So everyone wants me to do the aliens. I'll do that. I can even try to channel. I can tell you guys, I've never channeled an extraterrestrial, but I'm open to it. And I'll do it for you. Alf, yes, Alf. I used to love that show too. So funny and so cute. Yeah, I remember he ate cats and he ate snacks. That was such a good show. All right. Everyone loved Alf. Yeah, I don't know. But trip down memory lane. Right. So you guys, this new moon, why are we all feeling like this? Because it's in Pisces and it is a supercharged moon. Always the August full moon. I'm really sorry, you guys. It's really hot in this in my studio. I can't have a fan. I can't have an AC. It's a tiny room because otherwise the mic will pick it up. I've tried. So I'm going to be moving studios. I'll be moving my studio to a different room in the house, and it's a bigger room. And then I might put a ceiling fan. That's Kempire suggested that actually. Right. So the full moon in Pisces, what is going on? So we all know the reason why it is called a supercharged super blue moon. It is a blue moon because this is the second full moon in a month. It is in the month of August, and always the full moons in August are the biggest, the brightest, the most powerful ones because it's the one that seems to be closer to Earth. All right. So the energy, the illumination is a lot more powerful. It also, well, people claim that it's also called a blue moon because of the blue glow that it emits, like a blue glow, but actually it's not blue, it's orange. So if you all, like those of you who are in Europe, for instance, if you look out your window, let me know what color the moon, like its glow is right now. Also, before I go on and before I forget, so crystals. If you have crystals, you love crystals, you want to take care of them, you want to supercharge them, this is the perfect time and the perfect moon to do so. All right. So you take your crystals. If you have a selenite ball, I have one here. This is a heart-shaped ball here. Okay. If you have one, you just put your crystals in here. All right. And you take it out or put it on your windowsill, or you take it out to your backyard or your front yard. And then you let it overnight for your crystals to supercharge, especially your selenite. If you have a lot of crystals and you don't want to take them all out, just take out the selenite. Okay. This is also a selenite tower. All right. This is a different. So this is a ball, a heart-shaped ball, and this is a selenite tower. Take them out, let them charge. Selenite, anyways, is your best friend, is your go-to. Selenite cleanses crystals, right? So cleanses crystals and it amplifies them. If you don't have a smudge stick, for instance, you can use your selenite to smudge, to cleanse yourself, to cleanse your cards, your crystals. So take them out overnight, bring them back in the morning, make sure there are no cats around that they can take your crystals and bury them somewhere in your garden, and then you won't be able to find them. Now, I'm sure that you guys have questions about which crystals. So today, if you don't have, also, let me just plug my shop. I do have a crystal shop. It's called luminaryshop.com. I ship everywhere. I ship worldwide. I try to keep my prices low. Crystals have become extremely expensive. A lot of mines have shut down because this is what they do, right? So they open up for a few years and then they close and then they shut down. And this is to allow us, right, to reproduce more crystals, more rocks, etc., to reform, if you will. And because of the Ukrainian war and because of the inflation, etc., prices are crazy. So I've kept my prices as low as I can, and just so you know, they're high grade and they're sourced directly from the mines. So I wanted to say about crystals. So if you want today, because this is the moon, this is the time to do it. So if you want today to create, to do a little full moon ritual, for instance, okay, you'll need your crystals for that. But which crystals are you going to use? You might ask me. Well, I come prepared. Hold on, you guys. I've got a little video here for you where I'm showing you which crystals to use today, okay? All your crystals should be out and should be they should be charging tonight. But the ones to use, if for instance you want to set your intentions, you want to meditate with today, you want to just feel the energy or help crystals ground you or connect you with the spirit world, for instance, these are the ones. Moonstone, because it's connected directly to the moon. Labradorite, because it does help pique your intuition and open your third eye. Amethyst is your go-to anyway. It is a cost-effective crystal and it is useful for everything. And of course, selenite. Hold the crystals in your hands and imagine the crystals absorbing and amplifying your intentions. That's a little ritual that you can do under the full moon, all right? I've also got something else for you guys just to help you out today. A good thing to do is go outside and hold a crystal. If you don't have a crystal, you don't have to, but you can grab your spiritual journal or a piece of paper and you can start writing things. You can use it as your therapist, the spiritual journal. Just write down feelings. What is this full moon? What kind of feelings do you want to express today? Not just today, but today is the day, but you still have time the next couple of days. But what kind of feelings do you want to express? Why do you feel you have these feelings? What's unresolved? You'll just have to write them down. It's a way of meditating as well, and it's very, very cathartic as well. And you'll feel very inspired and, as I keep saying, supercharged by the moon. But if you have crystals, hold the crystals in your hand and then affirm this. I have this for you guys. I'm a vessel of cosmic energy, and I invite the full moon's cleansing light to purify my mind, body, and spirit. I release any residual negativity and welcome a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. Right. If you're in the replay crew, of course, you can pause that. You can write it down. I will post it on Instagram too. If you're not following me on Instagram, maybe you should, because I post a lot of interesting stuff regarding the full moon, regarding astrology. I post affirmations. I post inspirational quotes for you. They're all authentic. They're all for me. So, head on over to Instagram and follow me, because I will also be posting things over there as well, including this affirmation. So this is what you should be doing today. Today, because the full moon, what does it mean? It means that full moon is full. It's like having a bottle of water, which is full to the brim. There's no room for any more liquid. There's no room for anything else. That's what the full moon represents. This is what it's about. That's why a lot of pregnant ladies, for instance, a lot of pregnant women who are sort of on the last leg of their pregnancy, their water usually breaks, so they go into labor around the full moon. So, for instance, it happened to me twice. And my midwife back then, she was like, unbelievable how many births we have during full moon. Why? Because there's no room anymore. You're full. Something has to give. Something has to be let go. That's what a full moon is. So if you're not ready, what the full moon is going to create is going to create a surge of feelings and actions that's going to basically push you to make room for something else. And especially this one in Pisces, this is very much about our feelings. This is very much about our connection to others. I bet you guys that you feel very disconnected to people lately, and especially today. Today, a lot of people have been telling me how emotional they've been feeling and been crying, as I said at the beginning of this live. But I've been feeling the opposite. For instance, I've been feeling very unemotional. Like, okay, I feel the energy, but in a different way than other people, right? But I don't, and I do have a moon in Scorpio. I was going to say I don't have that much water in my chart, but I do have a moon in Scorpio, and that's a different story. So it's what you make of this. So this full moon is basically going to say, why do you feel disconnected to people? Who do you feel disconnected from? Maybe you should look into that. Maybe you should look into that relationship. Maybe you should work on yourself. Is it something that you're doing? Is it you? Or is it them? Or is it that it's just this relationship, this transaction is not working anymore? This also, it includes not just like relationships with other people, for instance. This might also involve where you live. Making a decision during a full moon such as this one, like, I don't feel happy, I don't feel comfortable, I don't feel rooted where I'm living. So maybe it's time for me to move, change, find a different place where I will call home, or I want to make a new home for myself. It's about selling homes, selling cars, selling things that once meant something to you. You had some kind of attachment, but now you're like, I don't feel that attachment anymore. I want to move on from that. I want something new. I want something better. This full moon is also about our own illusions, our own fantasies, our own ideas, things that have stayed in our head or have stayed in our thoughts, but practically we haven't done anything about that. It's either going to burst our bubble, or it's going to push us to actually pursue those dreams, those ideas. This full moon definitely is going to make us emotional because it's in Pisces. It's a water sign. Venus is retrograde too. So this is going to affect very much Pisces and the other water signs for sure. You're going to be feeling it. But I got a lot of fire signs today who were telling me that they were feeling weird. They were feeling emotional. And they didn't know where that was coming from. They were feeling tired. Something else about the blue moon. Have you noticed, guys, that during and around the full moon, you feel bloated, for instance, or you feel hungry all the time, definitely that's the case with me. Okay. I feel bloated, like literally, like I feel like 2 pounds heavier around a full moon. I can see in my clothes, like everything's tight around that, around this time. Okay. And I eat a lot more, even though I'm bloated, I want to eat all the time. It's like I need comfort. What else about full moons? It's just communication. For communications, it's about wanting. Well, we joked around before about, don't text your ex, but on the other hand, this full moon might send you someone who needs to bring closure for something, about something. Either they need the closure or you need the closure, because it is the full moon. Everything's full now. So you need to close it and let it go and move on and make room for the next lunar phase. Let me see what you guys are saying. I want to just sleep. Yeah. Oh, the other thing about full moons is that my daughter always knows when it's a full moon. She doesn't really pay attention when there's a full moon, for instance, on the apps and stuff. But she always knows it's a full moon because she has terrible nightmares. She can't sleep well. Around a week before the full moon. So she's like, "Mom, when's the next full moon? Because I haven't been sleeping well. It was very disruptive, and I had weird dreams, and I don't feel well." Yeah. Gabby says she's just very emotional. I always think I had oh, headache. Headache is another thing. Yeah. What is your sign, Jarell? What's your sun sign or your moon sign? Even better if you know it. Thank you, Sidium, for following me on IG. Thank you. Yeah, take out your favorite amethyst necklace. I'm going to be bringing some new, I'm not going to share this yet with you guys about my shop, about my crystal shop. But what I'll definitely be bringing in the near future is I'm going to be bringing some nice crystal jewelry, such as this one. Okay. And bracelets like this one with crystals, etc., because I think you will love those. But yeah, wear your amethyst, wear any crystals that you have, and just okay, wait, okay, wait. What are your favorite crystals? And not all crystals are meant to be in the water. They can produce toxicity, especially pyrite. Do not put in water. Selenite, do not put in water. I just want to make it loud and clear. What type of crystals are you going to put in water? And don't drink the water, right? For instance, the amethyst should not be in water. Anything that is like more of the softer crystals should not go into water. Citrine is okay. For instance, tourmaline, no, big no. Angelite, big no. Selenite, big no. And you've just given me an idea. Maybe I should do a short video about crystals, the do's and don'ts of crystals. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. So everyone's saying everyone's tired of it. Do you have any questions regarding this full moon, or do you want to start our readings, you guys? Okay, Joe says, hi, Aqua brother. Hello. What did you say that you wanted to sleep? I mean, us Aquas, that we deal like Tauruses. Here's another common thing that we have with Tauruses. Sometimes we get a lot of bad rap for Aquarius being distant and detached from emotions. Actually, we're way too involved and attached to our emotions, which is why we appear this way, right? We appear like we're handling things much better than we should, or some people call Aquarius snobs. But for instance, Aquarius like to take naps and like to sleep things off when they feel overwhelmed emotionally. Okay, questions. All right, okay. Okay, thanks, Christina. I will do like a short video on the do's and don'ts because that's very important for people to know. For instance, certain crystals shouldn't go in the water. They should not, and then especially not drink it afterwards. So, Yvonne, after horrific experience, we should that's my life purpose to step out and talk to children, parents about child safety online. Are the stars aligned for me to do that now? I'm a Libra. Okay, this is a question for readings. Give me a second. Let me prepare and I'll get to that. We'll start from Yvonne since you're the first cue. And then you guys, I will also drop the link if anyone wants to call in. But guys, let's be fast, okay? It's going to be I'll just drop the housekeeping here, all right? Because we want to keep things short and sweet, basically, because I just want to get to everyone, and that might not be possible because when I start feeling tired or start feeling off, then I will have to stop it. And I apologize in advance for anyone who will not get their question asked, but I try to do these once a week, so I'll be back and I'll be doing these lightning readings, so don't worry. So, okay, right. Give me a second. Let me get organized. I want to get my camera set up here because we've got Tarot Cam. There you go. Tarot Cam is up and ready. Okay. All right. Give me a second, you guys, and I'll get to your questions. Okay. So for instance, this is a green moonstone, which is really beautiful. So this is ideal for today. I like to put some of my crystals on next to my deck or on my deck because they're really great companions. All right, let's start with Yvonne. After horrific experience, are the stars offering to do that? I'm a Libra. Five of Cups. You've been struggling. I feel that this is therapy for you. It's a calling, but at the same time, I feel the only way you can overcome what happened to you, the traumatic experience and the childhood that you had, I feel you feel this is the only way where you can actually defeat this. You can come on top of this. You can move on from this, I feel. I'm going to pull another card for you. Thank you. See, death. So don't worry about death, you guys. Again, I don't want to scare you, but the Five of Cups, it means the death is next to it. It means the pain, the suffering, trying to heal all your wounds and struggling with that and feeling that either you're not doing enough, Yvonne, or that, that you might, I feel that what I'm picking up from you is that you feel that you might not get over it, or it will always sort of take over your life in a sense, but it's all coming to an end. So, and you're a Libra, you're ruled by Venus. You want to share love. You want to receive love and you want to share love. And I do feel, I was just going to say that, look, guys, Two of Pentacles. Now I was going to say, I feel that being around children and the children are going to give you that unconditional love that is really going to help you overcome this. Hope that makes sense. If you have if something is not making sense, you can post it, just post it with a double Q, all right? Meaning that you want, what's called, for me to explain maybe something that it doesn't make sense to you when I give you the reading. Okay, Stephanie. Here is that pulse from Rosleo. Thanks in advance for your reply. Oh, Let's see. Stephanie. Ooh, okay, these ones I take because these are the ones that, all right, the full new beginnings, absolutely new beginnings. And 6 of Wands, you're gonna be popular, girl. I mean, if you're planning to go on the apps or you're gonna meet people through your own circle of friends, through your own network, you're gonna have fun. Okay, you're gonna be popular, that's for sure. And 2 of Pentacles again. Wow. All right. So, put yourself out there. Don't delay it. If you feel you're ready now, do it, because I feel that it's like, it's not even a new you, a new year, new me. It's more me. I feel it's like, it's just new me overall, all over for you. Okay. You're going through you're just changing things. And I feel how I see it is that you want to change your looks, you want to change a little bit, your style, maybe. There's just a lot going on, and I just see you're going to get a lot of attention. So, yes, yes, it seems very, because I see you being busy meeting new people here and there. So that looks very, very promising for you. I have started 2 new business projects online in the last couple of weeks. Will any of them be successful? Good for you, Isa. Okay, hold on. I didn't even ask the question. I wasn't even paying attention to the card. Sorry, I was excited for you. Ooh, Lovers, yes. And I want one more, please, cards. One more. Oop, thank you. All right, what else do you need? Okay, Lovers and the Magician. You're basically, things are changing for you, Isa, and I'm so happy to see that. Look, Lovers and the Magician, it's like literally put yourself out there, promote your business, because you're going to start attracting business clients and even new projects. So that's a yes for me. The star, look at that. I just pulled the star because the spirit just said, because I'm going to only pull 2 cards for each question. But the star. So Isa, this looks amazing for you. I feel it's onwards and upwards for you from here on end. Let's see. Pink Diamond. Potential relocation for work. Will it happen, and will it be a positive thing? Okay. Hold on. Let me shuffle this. Oop, this one flipped over. Ooh, Tower. Okay, hold on. That doesn't look good, but let's see. Before you panic, let's see what else they have to say. Okay, these 2 flipped up. 10 of Pentacles, the star. How confusing is that, though? So I see the Tower, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the completion card, but it's actually good because it means that, question. I don't see a relocation. Let me tell you what is coming through. I don't see a relocation, but I see a counteroffer or the ability to make more money, or potentially make more money, not straight away, but sort of gives you that prospect. Okay. And the star, where I see that you're actually very respected. They see you, your bosses or your future potential employer. And I think you will actually thrive. Actually, the fact that you're not relocating is a good thing, because it's opening up something else, something bigger and better for you. Pink Diamond. Let's see. Mary, oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Mary. But let's see. This one, 3 of Wands. Someone's reluctant. Someone is reluctant. 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups. You know what? Let me tell you something. You might be witnessing your parents fighting a lot, or it might have gotten ugly, but I can tell you one thing. I feel your dad, as much as you have some resentment towards him, I'm just telling you what comes through spirit, right? I feel he's not the type that's going to leave your family and go and forget about you. Like, it's not easy for him. I do see that he is trying in his own way to make things better. 10 of Cups, this is the family card. They will try. They are trying, okay? And they will try to keep this together and keep the family together. That's for sure. Knight of Cups, though, it could be, I just want to pull a Knight of Cups and 9 of Cups. I think they're working through it. It's not going to be, if they get divorced, it's not going to happen the next 6 months, okay? But I do see that they are willing and they are trying to work things out for the sake of the family. Oh, hope that makes you feel a little bit better, Mary. Okay. Let's have a look. Lana wants to know, okay, both of them. Again, the Tower, full moon, and the Chariot. So let me just say something to Mary before. So, Mary, if Lana was asking me your question about her parents, whether they would divorce with these cards, I would have said, oh yeah, this is going to get ugly. They're divorcing. Doesn't look good. The reason why I'm mentioning this is how tarot works, and it's how you ask the question, and it's not just one card, it's how you see it, the combination of the cards, what feelings are coming through when you look at the cards. I'm just telling you this because I know a lot of you have tarot decks and you are learning and you want to learn. So see how different it is. Like with Lana's question, which is, how do you see my love life moving forward? I see it's been a disaster so far, and I mean, I'm over dramatizing here. I don't want to hurt your feelings, Lana, but meaning that you were involved with the wrong people. I feel that there were a couple that put your hopes up. I feel that you do want to get married, but you also have trust issues now. But you asked me about getting married, and I've got to tell you, I do see you getting married eventually. And I do see, but look at this, the full moon. But I feel that it's putting you off because of past experience that you've had in relationships, and you're not convinced this is what you want to do or that you can trust someone. But I can tell you, have some faith, because I do see that potentially happening for you. Okay. But it's going to, and I'm going to give you, because I have the 2 of Swords, I'm going to give you 2 years. You heard it here first. Let us know. So, wow, things are going to move fast for you. A Virgo, I'm wondering if a romantic relationship is compatible with a Cancer. Oh, no. Depends again. And I'm saying we have to look at your Venus and your moon in order for us to say with more certainty. But generally speaking, if we look at Cancer and Virgo, it's not really the most compatible pairing, if you will, because Virgos, like Cancers, they're quite moody, and so Virgos can also be moody. Virgos do not always express themselves the right way. They sometimes they're not expressive, okay? And they just overthinkers, and they analyze everything, but it all happens in here, and people around them may be completely ignorant as to what they're thinking, what they're going through, whether they're happy, whether they're sad. And Cancers, that creates insecurities to a Cancer who needs a lot of reassurance and a lot of comfort. And Cancers love to give a lot of love, and they love to serve the people that they love, right? For Virgos, that might seem a little bit too much. Just saying, but we need to know your Moon and Venus to be able to give you a more accurate, a more accurate sort of thing, what's called picture about your relationship. All right. So what are your thoughts, insights, and interceptions in charts? I'm a Taurus rising with Aries intercept in my first house, and often find Aries transit readings resonate more at times. That's a big question. I'm not an astrologer, because astrology is, what people don't realize is that astrologers have been studying astrology for 3, 4, 5 years to get to the point where because there's a lot more than just the planets, a lot more than just, the signs. There's the squares and trines, and what does that mean? And what does it mean when when let's say a planet is square to another planet and it's a trine, or there's just all sorts of things. So I cannot 100% answer that question for you. But I'm a Taurus rising with Aries intercept in my first house, and often find Aries transits reading. Yeah, I mean, to me, it makes a lot of sense, because if it's intercepted in your first house, and if your first house is you, it's your ego, it's your appearance, it's how you appear to others, then of course you would resonate more with Aries, because that's the energy you bring forward. Okay, that's the energy you bring forward. That's how you bring people to you, through that energy, the Aries and fire energy, rather than the Taurus earthy energy. So that would make sense that your readings resonate more. That's why I'm always saying that the moon sign is the one that you should be, when you read astrology, when you watch the videos, check the moon, because that resonates a lot more, because the moon is it's your emotional world. Okay, it's everything that's happening here. It's you, the pure you. Rising is how we want people to perceive us. Rising is how we want to enter society, who we want to be aligned with, who we want to attract in our circle of friends, in our network. Sun is, this is how I want people to see me. I'm Sun Aquarius. I want people to see me as an Aquarius. I want people to think I'm this, this, and this, or they see me as more detached, or et cetera, et cetera. I'm just throwing things out there, because I'm a Scorpio moon, and my feelings run really, really deep, and I'm very, very private as a person. And I'm also mystical, and I'm also psychic, and not everyone is open to psychics and mediums. So I don't go around and just, say, hold a banner up and say, hey, look, guess what I do? Because that opens a whole other can of worms. I'm just saying, so that makes sense that Aries resonates more with you. I would love to know if what I have been working so hard for will begin to pay off soon. Will the next year take me to a new level? Okay, let's see. Oh, this 5 of Swords was, I don't know if you can see my hands here. Oop, this one. The High Priestess. Follow you and listen to your intuition. That's what that means. And I think you already know intuitively the answer to that. Let's see. Oop, this one. Ace of Diamonds. Diamonds? Why did I say diamonds? Interesting that I said that. Ace of Wands. High Priestess, Ace of Wands. That's a big fat yes. This, not only will it bring you to the next level, I feel it feels to me that you're reconnecting to your creative side, and your more risky side and more entrepreneurial side. This is what I'm getting, Aussie Walks. And I see next year is going to be such a good year for you with this high priest. If you follow your intuition and you really follow what your true calling is and where your passions lie, then there's going to be huge success with that. I'm just going to pull another one. Page of Swords. Yeah. Be more assertive. Don't overthink. Don't have doubts. Dive in. Dive right in. Okay. Don't feel reluctant or scared. Hope that helps. Hi, will my husband be with me forever? Oh, Jim, you know he will. Tauruses like to whine and complain, but you know he will. Let's see. Oh my God, this deck is really slippery, right? Oh, and mind you guys, we're almost at 4,000 on this channel. Help me get to 4,000 because the merch shop is going to open soon and the merch is going to drop and you're going to love some of this merch. And I went a little bit overboard with designing merch for you guys. So just saying, so that's why you've got to like this video and please share any of the videos on my channel that you feel might be of interest to one of your peers, to a family member, to a best friend. Back to James. King of Cups. You know, I've told you this before. It's you're both very emotional. You guys have to reel it in a little bit, the emotional, because that's how you communicate. That's your love language. It really is. But Page of Cups, there's love there. Okay. Thank you. There's another card here. Page of Wands. So here's the thing with you guys. It's almost like there's a reverse, like this, like the roles keep reversing or they keep like flipping from one. So one of you takes on sometimes you're the more emotional one or the more needy one, if you will. Okay. In the relationship, the more codependent. There is a codependency here between you guys. And let's say your husband is the one who acts more childish or more like, leave me alone or more mature, and then it flips. So I see that keeps going, but it works for you guys. It works. It's just that you have to change the way you communicate, and you have to cut that codependency as well. Okay, that codependency is not healthy. Ace of Wands, but you're into each other. I mean, at least you're attracted to each other and you're into each other. So maybe that's what you guys need, a little bit more of that. You know what I mean? Because the Ace of Wands in some decks as well is very, very phallic. Why? Because it's also the sex card. Okay, it's an erotic card. It's passion. So that answers your question. Should I work on my marriage or walk away? Oh dear, my husband's been driving me nuts to the point where I had to block him. Wow, we are not always together since I take care of my parents. Oh, wow. Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. I just generally, just an advice for any of you watching this who are in a relationship or a marriage where you're not 100% happy and you have thoughts and you are planning to leave, please wait until Mercury and Venus have gone direct. Okay, just please wait until then, because that will give you more of things will be a little bit more clear for you. And also, if you decide and you've decided that this is it, you're walking away, the breakup might be a little bit smoother after the retrogrades. Just saying. You guys know what's best for you guys. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but just a little piece of advice. Okay. Let's see. Oop. Knight of Pentacles. I feel the reason, well, you know the answer to that, Sidium. The thing is that I feel that you would have walked away already if it weren't some kind of dependency there financially with your husband, or sense of insecurity that you have, maybe because you take care of your parents too and you have a lot on your plate. But I really feel that you've already made up your mind. The Sun, you want to find happiness. You're not happy. You're looking for the Sun, the happiness, and you want to be carefree. I feel that he overburdens you and you've just had enough with that. So I'm not going to tell you what you're going to do, but I feel that the decision has already been made. Hangman, you're just waiting. You're just waiting either for your finances to pick up and improve, or you're waiting for maybe something to change, or for your parents to get better, but the decision has been made anyways. All right, Janine's next. What should I be doing different? Virgo Sun, Capricorn Rising, Aries Sun. Oh my God, look, you're Virgo Sun and you're Capricorn Rising. All you do is worried, and your worry is because that's those two signs are like that. You see far into the future, and it's almost like you can predict what's going to happen, and then you start worrying about things that haven't happened yet. And my advice is always, you're going to cross that bridge when you get there, just generally in life. So there's no need for people to worry too much about things, because things can change as well. Okay, things can improve, things can get worse. Just go day by day, do the best that you can now, because a lot of things can change. It's not just your life. A lot of things can and will change in this world that we live in anyways. So in the future, some of these things will matter. But back to your question. Let's see why you feel unmotivated. Janine, what can she do better? What can she work on? What's that? 7 of Wands, very defensive with that 7 of Wands. I get defensive energy here. Like, I feel like I'll tell you why you're unmotivated. I feel you're defensive. It's not that things are not happening, opportunities are not coming, or there's some nice little pleasant little changes in your life. It's that you block them. And I feel this is partly because you are a bit depressed, under pressure. I feel with that 4 of Swords too. 10 of Wands. You have a lot on your plate, Janine, which is what is making you feel this. What you should be doing different: enjoy every little thing, and do not block things out of your life just because you feel that you're overwhelmed, or you don't have time, or you don't have the energy or the will. Things come to you for a reason. Even if to you it seems like, oh, I don't want to deal with this, or oh, I don't want to see this person. They just called me. They want to see me. They want to go grab a coffee together, but I just have no. Go for it. Go for that coffee. Go for that, whatever it is, that anything that you want to do. Even if you don't feel that you want to do it, or you don't have time, or you feel that you have too many responsibilities, make time. You need to do things for you. You need to reward yourself. You need to do things that make you feel better, even if it's just grabbing a coffee for half an hour, 40 minutes with a friend, even if it's just, going for a brisk walk somewhere, going shopping, or saying no to people. Like, if you feel that people are there that they take things away from you without your permission, whether it's your time, your energy, then you can just block that. But I feel like you're blocking everything right now because you're just overwhelmed, and it almost feels like you just don't want to have fun or do things because it's too time consuming and energy consuming. Hope that makes sense. So I would say just relax, and just not just relax, but have a look and see what can you change, And what can you improve and make better for you not to feel so overburdened and so stressed out? Okay. Will my money situation get better soon? Shucks. Ooh, 6 of Wands. This is too many. Are you aspiring, Chunks? I just got while I was shuffling that. Are you aspiring to be a writer or to do something that is more, you know, to be more public? Things that will put you more out in the public, if you know what I mean. Hold on. My month's due to get better soon. I'm getting a yes. Knight of Pentacles. There you go. Knight of Pentacles. Things will improve, but I feel you have to stay true to you and to what you really want to do and to your talents. I feel that you have certain talents, certain skills that you're not really using them, or you're a little bit insecure, or you're not 100% confident. But yes, I would put those talents and skills to the forefront, because that's going to help you bring in some finances. The moon here as well. See, you've been keeping some stuff. You haven't been sharing things. What you're up to and what you're doing with others. You're keeping it a secret. Why? There's nothing to be ashamed of. Go for it. Put yourself out there and see what happens, because I do see that you can make, your financial situation can improve. Try it and come back and let us know. Let us know how it worked out for you. Camp is in the house. Hey, Campy. How are you, my love? Do you need a reading? Just joking. What happened? Okay. Pink diamond. Okay, real quick. What is a good crystal to travel with for protection during this retrograde? I'm going on holiday on the 8th of September. Wonderful. So any black crystal is protective. So you need a protective crystal with you: obsidian, tourmaline, black obsidian, black onyx, right? These are the 3 crystals that will protect you. For traveling, listen, don't complicate it. Get a selenite, because these are cleansing as well. So this is just basically will do for everything. It's cleansing. It's also grounding. It also helps you. It also helps to calm you. So I would get selenite for sure. I would get a black crystal. And if you have room, grab an amethyst with you. Why not? Or a rose quartz. One of those. Let's see. Yeah, don't you like the tarot cam? I love it. I love the setup. And as soon as I change and I move to my new little room, studio, I think the camera will be a much better angle. You'll be able to see more here. Yeah, we have a lot of Tauruses here, Camp. A lot of Tauruses. Yeah, Taurus gang. Okay, it's Smaragda. Any advice on my on and off again? A lot. See, blue, supercharged blue moon today, Venus retrograde, and there's a lot of talk about love today. Let's see. Smaragda's relationship. Thank you, these 2. This one was the first one. High Priestess to you too. King of Cups. If we were in a reading right now, I would say, how much do you love this person? Okay. And how willing are you to sort of let go of maybe some fault that he may have here and there, that you want to work for this relationship? Look, 8 of Pentacles. It's hard work. I see that. But I also feel that you do love this person, that it's to you, it's worth fighting for, and to you, it's worth keep going. But I feel there's more work to be done until you feel that this relationship is actually going somewhere instead of doing this back and forth, on and off, back and forth. Just pull one more. 7 of Swords. You don't trust this person. That's why there's on and off. That's why I'm saying there's a lot of work to be done. You don't trust this person, maybe because of past deeds and actions, but you're staying, or you keep taking back because there are feelings there. But it's a work in progress. So it's up to you. I think that with work from both sides and you working on these trust issues can improve things. But your spidey senses are like an all-time high right now. This is what I'm feeling. Let us know. Let us know if you want, of course. Will my son find a job or be productive soon? All right. Okay, I feel you, Mama. Okay. TJ. Ooh, this one. Ooh, these 3. Ooh, Tower. Oh, Lord. What is going on here? Temperance. Does your son have, like, is he bipolar, or does he have, like, temper issues? Okay, this is what I'm picking up. Very emotional, but I don't feel that your son handles emotions very well. It comes off, I'm telling you how I feel it, aggressive. I feel that he can get aggressive. All right. And I feel that the reason why he might appear lazy or not productive, or that he's not, seizing the day, if you will, I feel that it has to do because of what's going on. Have you been to a therapist? Have you spoken to a professional about what's going on? Because I feel this is deeper. It's not just like a character trait. I feel it's more what's going on inside, with the Temperance and the Ace of Cups and the Tower. I feel there's a lot of anger inside of him. There's a lot of resentment and anger that needs to come out. He needs to be able to talk about it and at least deal with it and handle it. I hope that helps. I mean, look, that the strength, see, and the strength, and I don't read reversals, but this is a sign here. Strength in reverse. He's feeling very vulnerable right now. You need to help him, guide him, in order for him to be able to be productive, and because he will not be productive for as long as he's struggling here. All right. And he feels very vulnerable. I feel he's in a vulnerable position, and that's how he sees himself. So he needs help with that, to encourage him and help him, and probably get the help that he needs to get out of this pickle that he's in right now. Hope that it helps, TJ. Okay, I'm trying to figure out my next steps professionally and feel called to help others. I've considered further education to become an addiction counselor. Is this the right path? I love that you want to do that and you want to help others. That's what Femmies do. We're here to help others. We're here to learn as well, because we learn from each other, right? I may have the platform, but I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm not there yet. I'm not a guru. I'm not Sadhguru. But I also learn from you guys, from the readings that we have, from things that you tell me, from the feedback. This is how it works. That's why I love doing what I'm doing. Back to you, Kate. I'm trying. Okay, these 2. Okay, so as soon as I picked up the deck, these jumped out. And I think this one was the first one, actually. The 4 of Swords jumped out first. So you want to help others. Is this the right path? You're overthinking this too. You're also overthinking this, but this is the Abundance card and the 10 of Wands. Just so you know, so Spirit is saying that's a major responsibility that you're taking on, and that might have a toll on your own life, emotions, feelings, mental health as well, right? If you feel you're ready and up for it, they're giving you the green light. I'm getting the green light here. But I think that, I'll be honest, I feel this is a great thing that you want to do with this Page of Cups, but it's about also make sure that you've worked on yourself to the point where you can you're not as affected with the cases, okay, and that, because I feel that it's going to, something is stressing you out anyways, and I feel that something is stopping you, and it probably is that, where you're thinking like, okay, this is a dedication, I'm dedicating, okay, a lot of time, energy, my emotions, my feelings to taking that step and helping these people, but am I ready? That's the question that you should be asking. Are you ready? Because if you are, then yes, well, this 10 of Pentacles here, completion card. Okay, that this is 10 of Pentacles is like, yes, everything's coming together to bring the result that we've been working on, right? The 10 of Wands, though, it's I'm carrying a lot of load. There's a lot of stuff that I have to carry with me. And then Page of Cups is these emotions. Page is so it's like an intern. Like in tarot, when you look at Page, it's like the intern, someone who's just full of life, fully motivated, very productive, but is not inexperienced. So the intern has to learn. They have to learn from their mistakes. They have to learn from, they will learn from their own team and their supervisors. So this is what the cards are saying. If you're ready, yes, go for it. If you're not ready, prepare. Okay, do help yourself. Prepare for this move. Let's see. Vaughn says to protect us from it, as you said to her comment. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yvonne. I want to know, is my love life gonna moving someone new? See, everyone is about their love life today. Blue moon. I started singing from my daughter's like, don't do that, Mom. She's a Virgo. Okay. She's a straight shooter. She's like, don't do that, Mom. And don't do that on your live. Okay. This is the attitude I have to live with a tween in the house. I want to know, is my love life? Okay, let's see Gabby's love life. What can you tell us about Gabby's? Ooh, all these cards. 4 of them. I'll take them. 10 of Cups. Well, I know. Oh, Gabby, look. You want family. You want to settle down. You want to find your companion. You want to find your partner. But you're having a hard time getting that, because I feel that they're using your trust. Every man you've dated or anyone you've been in a relationship with are misusing your trust pretty much. So you have trust issues. And I see here that there will be a few more, let's say, disappointments before you get to meeting. I don't want to say your prince, because no one's going to meet your prince. But until you actually find someone where you're going to settle down, find someone where you will feel like they are like your teammate, your ride or die, your partner in life. I see a few more, bad apples, or a few more frogs that you'll have to kiss before you get to that point, Gabby. But it looks good. I mean, with that 6 of Wands here, because I feel that it's next year. I'm getting Spirit is saying next year is going to be your year where you're going to be more calm. Are you working out? Have you changed your diet? Because I feel like you're working on yourself, and you're gonna when you start feeling good about yourself, about your looks, about yourself, about everything, that's when you start attracting new men in your life. I'm glad, Issa. Yes, that was wonderful news. Okay. Okay, hold on. Anna Marie, will my dad? Okay, I don't normally read kids. So I assume this is a underage child, right? But since I'm not reading this about school, okay, hold on. Oop, these ones. Can you see them? Four of Swords. Have you been waiting? Were you in a waiting list, or were you waiting for a long time to get your son in that school? Is it a school that is hard to get in? I see 10 of Wands. This school seems to be more strict or different, or a different curriculum. I feel that there's something different to his old school. Four of Wands. I look, I feel that it's the first few months are going to be tough. They're not going to be easy. It's going to be a period of adjustment. Okay. So there might be some stress. There might be a little bit of resistance there from your son. But you know what will help him? I feel he's into the arts. He likes arts, or he likes theater, or he likes, like, he's a creative type. Uh, Encourage him to do more things creative, because I feel will really help him settle in this new school and make new friends as well. But the first few months I feel are going to be a little bit tough. Okay. Pooja, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. May I know what's coming in for jobs for you? Like, if you're going to get jobs, or what is up? Oop, this one. Well, yeah, have you been looking? Because that Eight of Wands is always a lot of energy around you, and things moving fast, and things moving fast towards the direction that you want them to as well. So have you been looking? Queen of Pentacles, girl, that looks really good. But I'll tell you this. You are going to have, but I would say open up a little bit. The type of jobs that you're looking for, or go, like, open your horizon a little bit. Just don't follow the route that you know, or what is you feel safe in. I would say, like, expand a little bit more your search for a new job, because I see it's going to open up some doors for you with this Queen of Pentacles as well, and the Knight of Wands. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what Spirit's saying. Spirit is saying just expand a little bit your horizons, and just don't think so, within the box. Think outside the box when it comes to work and coming. All right. All right. So I'm gonna do a few more, you guys, because I'm starting to get tired and really hot in this studio. Kemp knows, he's seen it, how tiny it is, and how there's no window here and there's nothing, and I'm just like dying and melting. Me and my nice little fan that my daughter bought me with the evil eye on it. So Victor, I'll get to your question. I need to reshuffle, and I'll get back to you. And Victor's question is, how will my financials be? Oop, these two. All right, King of Wands, Eight of Swords. Victor, what's your sign? Do you like to spend money, or have you been terrible at saving money? And sorry for just throwing it out there for you, because I feel that, are you in debt? Like, I feel that it's going to take a while for your finances, and for you to get out of the situation. I almost feel like you're either you got a loan out and you have to repay it. Could be a mortgage. The mortgage is too high, but I just feel it's going to take a while. Look, the Magician here, it almost feels like something in the past has led you to be in this position right now, where things are restricted for you financially. So it will take a bit longer before you can actually feel that you have a little bit more room in your finances, okay? Because it seems to me that it's tight. Things are tight right now. So, manifest temperance. Temperance is also about balancing things out, finding a good medium or a good balance with your finances. And it also, temperance is an indication that you have to wait it out, okay? Sorry, I wish I could give you better news. Let's see. Me and my fiance are getting married this fall. What does the family look like for us? Congratulations. Okay. Getting married, and so how your marriage is going to look like, I assume, or the overall relationship. Okay, these two. Knight of Wands, the Hermit. Are you guys more introverted? This is what I want to say. And I feel like you're very compatible in that sense, that you're more introverted. Like you basically like the same things. So it's not like one's introverted, the other one's extroverted. And there's just like a push and pull there. With it, nine of wands. Ooh, 10 of swords. No, don't do this to me. 9 of wands, I want one more card. Justice. Oh no. Okay, nothing is set in stone, pure mitten. Okay, so there is an indication here. The cards are showing me that, I don't know who it is. I feel that your fiance is the one that's going to sort of pull you back or pull you away. Or does your fiance travel a lot? Are they going to be away a lot? I want to see, because I feel loneliness here. And then there's the 10 of swords and the justice. So 10 of swords is usually like a painful ending, not necessarily an unexpected ending, because that's the Tower. An unexpected event brings an end. The 10 of swords is something that needs to end, right? And then the justice. And the justice has to do with legal stuff, balance. It's about balancing things out, harmony. It represents Libra. I don't know if your fiance, tell me your fiance is a Libra. Or it just indicates maybe legal troubles, like, or taking the legal route. Knight of Wands. Who's the fire sign? Knight of oh wait, okay. Spirit, don't do this to me. All right, wait, where's Pure Mitten? I want to see what she's saying. We both work from home. My fiance is a Libra. Okay. Both work from home currently. My fiance is a Libra. Okay, that's good. That's good. So that's his card. That's his card. So you're both work. Thank you. That makes sense. You will be working from home, though. That is the one that ends, but unbeknownst to you, unexpectedly from you, that's your fiance, the Libra. You said you're both. My fiance is a Libra. Knight of Wands and Nine of Cups. All we need is the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card, the fulfillment card. This is it. Okay, it makes sense. I feel that you're going to go through some challenges together as a couple, not between you. Okay, which eventually things are going to smoothen out, and things will just go great. But I do feel that when you do eventually get married, the first few months or even year might be a little bit chaotic and stressful, but everything will be fine between you. Okay. Okay, any messages for the full moon light mission? Is that for you or generally? And I'll get that. I'll get that. Amber, how's the bump? So Amber, you guys, she's been with me and a client for many, many years since I first started, pretty much I first started YouTube. And Amber is, why am I announcing this on YouTube? Have you announced it? Have you told people? But anyway, it's out of the bag now. So I predicted Amber's first pregnancy and I predicted her second pregnancy a few months ago. She didn't want to believe either of those pregnancies. And I'm so excited because she's a wonderful human being. She's such a beautiful soul. I'm so glad you're here, Amber. Yes, me too. Right. That second baby be called, you can call your second baby Natalie if you want. It's all good. It's fairy godmother, of course, if it's a girl. Okay, I think I missed someone's question. Okay, hold on. Easy. Who's shading you? No one's shading. I definitely don't shade you. I mean, yeah, I shade Tauruses and their snacks. But if your moon is Virgo, how does that translate as emotions? Okay, guys, I'm going to do a few more questions and then I'm really, really, really sorry. But we will pick this up again next week or in the next few days because I'm literally just dying here. Like I'm hot. The energy's a little bit too much and it's a blue moon, don't forget. So your moon is in Virgo. How does that translate as emotions? Ooh, well, it translates very moon in Virgo. First of all, you're very, very intuitive. Okay. You're very intuitive. You can pick up things. You can pick up people's energies. You can read the room really, really well. You have insight into things, but you have a very busy mind as well. And what does that translate in emotions? Is that because you have such a busy mind? Well, it depends what your sign is, but this is what I'm getting intuitively. I feel that emotionally you detach a little bit. Doesn't mean that you're cold. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying that you detach from emotions sometimes, especially because Virgos are incredible multitaskers and very, very resourceful, just like Geminis. And it's sometimes you put the emotions aside and then you forget sometimes to reconnect to those emotions. Okay. And that's what creates that moodiness as well. And also Virgos have a very dry and sarcastic sense of humor, something that not everyone likes or understands or gets. But I like Virgo's sense of humor because it's very dry but very to the point and sarcastic. I speak sarcasm too. And what else about Virgo moons? Yeah, sometimes you go from like being very talkative, for instance, and like you like to share information or you like to share knowledge or you like generally to talk and have an audience, to going very, very quiet sometimes and keeping things and gatekeeping and keeping things to yourself. Oh yeah, Kimmy. Thank you for yesterday. Okay, we had, just to let people know, we had a reading yesterday and I saw the blue shirt as soon as I got home. Any clarifying message for the upcoming next few months? I saw the blue. So Kimmy's story was she was expecting to connect to a deceased loved one. And it always happens when you book a psychic reading. It's not just throwing the cards. I connect to whoever wants to come through. But we had really important things to look at yesterday, and she really needed to hear some stuff from her own guides. And although that person came in and she felt him, and I told her there's someone here, but I didn't say anything else. I just said, okay, usually when I do the reading, I just let the deceased loved ones, the souls, to stay behind until I call them forward, right? Until I'm done. And that's when I connect with them and then I pass on the messages. And because we were so into this reading, we didn't have time in the end. And she asked me, she's like, I think I know who came through. And I told her. And when she went home, and I told her that her person was wearing a blue shirt, and usually they wear their favorite color just to validate to whomever I'm reading that this is indeed their person. And Kimmy's saying that she did see the blue shirt as soon as she went home. So any clarifying, Kimmy, because you had your reading yesterday, and that was a deep, deep, deep one. I honestly don't feel there's anything else. As you can see, just that Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, and Cups. It's about your take care of you, take care of your emotions, take care of your wants and your needs. Two of Cups. This is it's cups and cups. It's really that. Look, and also the Knight of Cups to me is a messenger, and you got your message yesterday. This is also Knight of Cups. When this card shows up, it also means that you have a message, usually from spirit. And you are getting the signs from your loved one, and the message as well that came through in the reading that we did. All right. Okay, I'm going to do Amber, and then I think Amber's going to be last, the last one I do today, you guys, but I'll be back next week or maybe this Sunday. Who knows? I might surprise you again. Amber says, girl, I'm not feeling this new job. Oh, no. I've been thinking about finding something else, but I feel like I'm stuck in spirit providing guidance. Oh, no, Amber. Let's see. Oop. Four of Cups. Look, this is how you feel. Justice, finding balance. You know what? It's a lot balancing kids and work. And I feel that, oh, look, all the cards just flew. Hold on, you guys, because this is a very shiny deck. And I feel that they're saying that you should wait it out for now. Don't make any other moves. Stay where you are until baby gets here. Yeah, Hanged Man. There you go. Hanged Man is waiting. Hanged Man, when I get the Hanged Man, is just like, wait, don't do anything right now. Now is not the time. Justice is about try to find the balance inside of you, to try to find peace, find things that you do enjoy, one or two things that you do enjoy at work. I mean, it's fairly recently that you started working there. And Hanged Man, just don't do anything. Just wait. Eight of Swords. Look, there's nothing you can do right now. We'll have to look into this after you've given birth, like after your maternity leave. And just see, because at the moment they're just saying, stay put, don't do anything, because things are going to change anyways. And you won't, and with that Eight of Swords, it doesn't seem to me that you'll be able to find a new job that easily right now. Sorry, Amber, but love to see you here. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad. Let me know. So if I've read you already, because that's it for today, just let me just drop down in the chat and give us a little bit of feedback about how you felt about this mini reading, lightning reading. So Chunk says, I'm trying to be a project manager, because Chunk said that they're looking for a job. Trying to be a project manager. Okay. Zmaragda says, yes, it's been a lot of work, but I do love him a lot. Okay, let me drop this camera now. That's why I go back. Yes, it's been a lot of work, and it will continue. It's a work in progress. So you both have to work on it. It's one of those relationships that you can't stay away from each other, but you still have to do a lot of work. Let's see. Aeon says, I've never used nor carried crystals. I feel rather protected at times. However, lately I've found myself in small cashier, for example. Okay. Well, it's always good to protect your energy before you leave your home. And if you're going to use public transportation, for instance, if you go into work, it's good to always, if you don't carry crystals, you don't want to carry crystals, just protect yourself. You can smudge yourself when you get back home by using a smudge stick or a selenite tower or wand. Okay. And another way is just before you leave the house, just imagine that you have a blue flame or a white light that comes through your crown chakra and just wraps your whole body in that blue flame. That's calling Archangel Michael to come in and protect you with his flame, with his light, with his powerful energy, right? And it's just that you need 5 minutes to do that, and then you carry that all day and you are protected. Or you can even imagine an invisible shield, that you're holding a shield, like an invisible shield, like your Shira, for instance. All right, and then you have that, and then you are surrounded by these invisible shields. So nothing can penetrate your auric field or your energy bubble, and nothing can affect it. Uh, Happened with. Is he still here, Camp? They want us to do a collab on Atlanta. I don't watch Atlanta, but it's for the best. Like, the less I know about a show, the better the reading is going to be. I've actually taken a break from all the housewives right now. I'm looking forward to Southern Charm and not Winter House. Is it Winter House or Summer House? The next one that's coming out. I'm gonna give the Summer House another chance. Last season was terrible, but I'll give it another last chance, I think. Let's see. Okay, okay. I had lads who protected me. I'm thinking to hire more security for general errands. I wouldn't otherwise. Should I hire security or simply carry crystals? I mean, crystals. Wait, hiring security means that your life is being threatened in some shape or form, right? So crystals cannot protect you from someone attacking you, physically attacking you. They cannot protect you from someone trying to kidnap you. So security does that, bodyguards, etc. Crystals can protect your energy. They can protect you spiritually and energetically. So I don't think this little thing can be your bodyguard. If someone tries to harass you, hurt you, kidnap you, if you have such issues, then I don't know what you do. Maybe it's your line of work that you need to have security, but no, crystals protect you from energy and spirit attacks. You're very welcome, and thank you guys. Thank you for joining, and thank you for being here, and thank you for making this the most amazing community. Okay. Enjoying myself a lot lately. Okay. Janine says that reading was so on point. I'm the biggest warrior. Warrior. Yes. That's why we do these readings, because I feel that even a short lightning reading like the ones that we do here can give you at least some direction, maybe even answer your questions or give you some hope. That's why we do these. And I'm so happy to hear when you guys enjoy them and they actually do help you. Okay, Anaqua with a tween Virgo. Oh, you too? We're sisters. Feel that pain. My mom is Virgo too. My mom is a Gemini. I don't know what's worse. Wow, we're totally twinning. All right. So you guys, let's see. Okay. Oh, you guys, I'm far back. Okay. Okay, Pure Mitten says, I feel like the distance you mentioned is because my fiance has to work a lot. It's on call all the time, so we don't get to make trips and go places very often. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm looking forward to Southern Charm too. I'm gonna miss Catherine on it though. I don't know if I will miss her. I thought I would, because I mean she's good TV, but the last season that she was on, she was hardly on. And she's so troubled. But I see what you mean and I agree with you. But I don't think that group likes her very much. She's a little bit like Raquel. Like Catherine is a little bit, well, obviously she's not Raquel. She's not anything similar or to Raquel, but I mean how the dynamic in the group. I mean, Catherine slept with most of the men in the groups as well. So I mean there is a little bit of that. So all right. Oh, Kate's saying, Natalie, your reading was spot on. I wish Spirit could tell me if I'm ready to be an addiction therapist, but I guess that's my job. I will work on learning to protect my own energy 100% and work on you first, okay? In order to be able to help people, just like I do here, when I do readings, etc., in order for us to be able to put ourselves out there, we are vulnerable, right? We're vulnerable not only to spiritual attacks or other people's energies. We're vulnerable to that, what emotional toll that can take on us. Okay. And I can tell you, I work, because I also do these coaching sessions. I work with a lot of heavy and very, very dark cases. So you have to be prepared. You have to work on yourself and be in a very safe and comfortable space with yourself in order to be able to put yourself out there and help people. It's a tough job and it's big responsibility, I can tell you. Okay, I'm glad Pure Mitten that helped. Sounds like one or both will have a change and it will get better. Exactly. Exactly. All right. So, you guys, you get a fan of the Mr. Shaquille. Also stay hydrated. I have my water here, but I'll tell you what, everything is, because it's so small here and I've got high ceilings, everything is being picked up by the mic. And you know how many issues I had before with my mic, because it would just pick up my computer sound and then it would sort of like bounce back. So no, the other room, which is larger, I'm just going to put a ceiling fan. I mean, I tell you, Kemp gave me that idea and he's so right, because he uses that too and you can hardly hear it. Because anything else is too noisy and it interferes with the mic. All right, you guys. Yeah, okay. Natalie's a beautiful name. Just putting it out there. And then we have another Natalie who spells it the same way as I do and says it's a lovely name. Yes, we love Natalie. And it's funny because I have several Femmies that are called Natalie. And 10 years ago, Natalie was such an exotic name. I mean, I hardly knew any Natalies 10 years ago. And now I know so many and I'm proud and happy. All right. Okay, I'm glad I'm allowed to say it. The bump is growing. Okay, tell everyone. Okay, I'm glad. Because I think I was the first one who found out, right? Because poor Amber, as soon as she found, because we literally had a reading 2 months before. And I'm like, Amber, how can I break this to you? But you're getting pregnant stat. Like, I see a baby's coming in. And she was like freaking out. It was so cute and so funny. And I'm ecstatic. Right. You guys, thank you all very much for being here today. Just a reminder, please subscribe. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. And please like this video. And for the replay crew, just leave comments down below. What did you think of the video? How does the new moon make you feel right now? How do you feel about the retrogrades? Drop any suggestions for videos as well. So I will also be bringing on a Zach Peter on the channel. one of these days, because we're going to do a nice live together. We're going to do something fun, but at the same time, something super informative. So stay tuned. I will let you know, you guys. Thank you for being you. Thank you for making this community the beautiful and soulful community that it is, you guys. One fear that I have is that the more this channel grows, that the community grows. I think that's wonderful, but I don't want to lose touch with you guys. But I know that's me, my Virgo rising. I worry about things like that. But you know what? I wouldn't be able to do this without you. So you guys are my family. Lots of love to all of you. Take good care. Enjoy the blue moon, the super blue moon today. Charge your crystals. Take care, you guys. Bye.